Good morning, everyone. So welcome to the previous conference. So we will work on groups and solutions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone, for today's preview conference for Civil Works and Goods and Services dated April 22, 2025. Present this morning, we have our back Vice Chairperson, Engineer Leonardo F. Banda, our back regular member, Sir Joseph M. Kalina, our back additional member, Engineer Harold C. Carmari, and our back end user representative, Engineer Astard J. Gonzalez. And to present the project 25 JKK 25 KK 0071, we are from the maintenance section, Engineer John Stephen Agna, and to present the ID 25 JKK 005 and 25 JKK 006, we have Sir Norman Naga. And also, we have Secretariat, Procurement, Pinatawag, April during the data science presentation.
Thank you, April. We have our back chairperson, Engineer Matibino of the Listener. I'll be presenting as your back vice chairperson. Since the Regional Works Committee, I will introduce declare this privy conference for civil works and the goods and services. So may I ask from the maintenance representative staff to explain the work of the project.
So good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to report the painting of pavement markings along Butuan City, Cagayan de Oro City, Iligan City Road, Lagonglong to Balingasag section 25 KK 0071. So appropriation is 2 million and approved budget is 2 million. Then calendar days is 34 days. Ang scope of work niya is repainting sa pavement markings. Item is reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white and reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow. So ang quantity for the pavement markings is 1,693.99 square meter. And for the yellow paint is 43.50 square meters. So ang pavement markings is along Lagonglong to Balingasag section. So this is the plan for the painting of the pavement mark. So nasa yellow and white paint. And yellow is represent for solid, means no crossing or no overtaking. Next one. So marami siya ang bill of quantities sa provision of field office for The engineers, rental bases, project billboards, occupational safety and health program, mobilization and demobilization, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Albert. So, before we proceed for the use of the research, I think there's any question. However, is
I will what I can say.
on 25 calendar. 25 na 25 po. Kaya advertise is 25 already. Thank you. Thank you. So, it's not to go to the concept of our YouTube viewer. So, done. To the web community. For the last valid, I will provide something. Okay. Thank you.
Lagi siya yellow, sir, for no overtaking, especially pag curve ang atong road, sir. Sa plan, sir, sa according sa BUN, sir, is yellow. Ang sa then sa plan is duha ka lane, pero ang sa BUN hindi na nga pwede ra isa kay nag-represent naman daw siya sa iya purpose, sir, nga no overtaking din ang yellow.
Thank you. Okay, so we proceed to the next for the good stuff. Good morning, everyone. For 25 GKK 006, supply and delivery of consumable supplies to be used at supply unit, maintenance section, planning and design section, RO unit, construction section, public information office, DSO office, procurement unit, and quality assurance section. ABC is 1,915,500 pesos. Item number 1, unit of issue, cartridge, description. Toner for POGC 3060 / T2060 blank. High yield 22,000 copies per piece. Genuine. Quantity 30. Item number 2, cartridge. Description. Toner for POGC 3060 / T2060 color cyan. High yield 15,000 copies per piece. Genuine. Quantity 25. Number 3. Unit of issue cartridge. Description. Toner for POGC 3060 T2060 color yellow. High yield 15,000 copies per piece. Genuine. Quantity 25. Item number 4, cartridge. Toner for POGC 3060 / C2060. Magenta. High yield 15,000 copies per piece. Genuine. Quantity 25. Item number 5, unit of issue, bottles. Description. Waste toner TWAA 0885 for POGC T3060. Genuine. Quantity 15. Item number 6, unit of issue, cartridge. Description. Drum CT3510888 black for POGC 3060. Genuine. Quantity 5. Item number 7, unit of issue, cartridge. Description. Drum C351008 yellow for Fuji C3060 genuine quantity 3. Item number 8, unit of rates description. RAM CT3 53060 genuine quantity 3. Item number 9, unit of issue cartridge description. RAM CT 351088 color magenta for Fuji's T3060 genuine quantity 3. That's all, Sir Chair. That's all for contract ID 25 GKK 006. Next, for contract ID 25 GKK 005, supply and delivery of fuel to be used of DPWH DEO service vehicles and equipment of all section. Item number 1, unit of issue liters, description, diesel liter, quantity 55,000. Item number 2, unit of issue liters, description, gasoline premium, quantity 10,000. ABC is 4,385,000. And the delivery schedule is until quantity or total amount fully consumed. That's all for 25 GKK 005. Thank you. What is schedule? Schedule opening di ba natin? For 51 activity, so loading of feeding rents, including buying payment of the low feeding of seven, deadline May 5, 2025, until 11 a.m. Receipt of the last goods, May 5, 2025, until 11 a.m. Approval of the May 5, 2025, at 11 a.m. So, copies of the dump provider to PW Popular. So, PW website of 2025. Replace data telephone by the PW Popular. Customer people review the opening of its through right through the YouTube channel, the PW channel for your phone. First DEO data. EM is the house of by first DEO. So we proceed for the technique, materials, and the physical study.
Checklist of technical and financial documents for goods and services. First is the technical component envelope, Class A documents, the legal documents, valid purchase registration certificate, and platinum membership, all pages, in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IRR. Here is a sample form of a bill checks, registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages. For the technical documents, the statement of the respective bidder of all its employee government and private contracts, including contracts to private, not tax private, if any, whether similar or dissimilar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Here is a sample format of a statement of the prospective bidder about its involving government and private contracts. Statement appears single or just unlimited contract similar to the contract or 123 or 184 within the bidding documents. Here is a sample for statement. Here's a single list of the contract. It's here is a sample format of an original copy of this here. Sales parts if applicable. Original duly signed omnibus word statement and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or co-parent, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture given full power and authority to its officer to sign all assessed and acts to the future. Sworn statement. For the financial documents, the prospective bidders' computation of net financial contracting capacity or limited line of credit from the reverse of a commercial bank in yields and SCC computation. Here is a sample format of the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity. For the Class B documents, if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement in case the joint venture is already in existence or duly notarized statements from all potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GBA in the instance that the bid is successful. A regional of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Here is a sample format of an original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. A regional of duly signed and accomplished price schedule. Here is a sample format of an original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule. Other documentary requirements under Republic Act number 9184 as applicable. For foreign readers claiming the reason of the country's extension of reciprocal rights to the Philippines, certification from the relevant government offices of their country stating that Philippines are allowed to participate in government procurement activities for the same item or project. Certification from the DPWH that the bidder claims preference as a domestic bidder or domestic entity. That would be all. Thank you. Ethics, technical and financial documents and other requirements for infrastructure projects. Submission and receipt of goods for technical component and labor. Class A, legal document. A, valid purchase registration certificate with platinum membership All pages in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the RROW. Village's certificate of registration and membership. All bidders shall upload and maintain in Village's a current and updated file of the following Class A eligibility documents under sections 23.1A and 24.1A. 1. Registration certificate. 2. Mayor's business permit or its equivalent document. 3. Tax clearance. 4. Liquor license and registration. And 5. Other financial statements or AFS. Note that section 8.5.2 of the IRR states that for the purpose of updating the certificate of registration and membership, all Class A eligibility documents mentioned in this section supporting the veracity, authenticity, and validity of the certificate shall remain current and updated. The failure by the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Technical documents. B. Statement of the prospective bidder and all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. And C. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. And D. Special club license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. And E. Original copy of bid security within the form of a surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Single largest completed contract or SLCC. The SLCC completed should be similar to the contract to be bid or has the same major categories of work. The SLCC's value should be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid upon adjustment to current prices using the PSA Consumer Price Indices. Contractors under small A and small B categories without similar experience on the contract may participate if the cost of the contract to be bid is not more than the contract cost or ARCC of the registered entity that the successful bidder shall, within 10 calendar days from receipt of the notice of award, enter into contract with the key and furnish the performance security form of bid security. A. Cash or cashier's manager's check. Amount 2% of ABC. B. Bank guarantee or draft or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank. Amount 2% of ABC. C. Surety bond payable upon demand accompanied by certification from Insurance Commission. Amount 5% of ABC. D. Bid securing declaration. Amount no percentage required. Only one form of bid security is required to be submitted. Bidders have the option to choose their preferred form of bid security. F. Project requirements, which include the following. A. A list of contractors' key personnel, such as the project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, foreman, safety officer, and personnel or first aider to be assigned to the contract with their complete qualification and experience data. C. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. Contractors' key personnel. The key personnel should meet the following number of years' work experience. The experience means total years of civil works experience of any nature in construction and engineering consultancy service, including the tax identification number or TIN of the key personnel, compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016, revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors for consultants, materials engineer, and to include the contact number of the materials engineer, compliance to DEO 148 series of 2024, guidelines in the accreditation and assignment of contractors and consultants project engineer. If a proposed key technical personnel is employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of the bid, the bidder shall submit certification that one, the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. And two, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office pursuant to Department Order Number 9, Series of 2012. The proposed key personnel and replacement must be named in the bidding document. The key personnel required are the following: one project manager with 5 years of general experience and 5 years of relevant experience. Note that a valid and updated government issued ID with 3 signatures should be attached. The second key personnel is one project engineer with 5 years of general experience, 3 years of relevant experience, and is a DPWH accredited project engineer. Note that a valid and updated PRC license ID and project engineer certificate with 3 signatures should be attached. The third key personnel is one materials engineer with 5 years of general experience, 3 years of relevant experience, and is a DPWH accredited materials engineer. Note that a valid and updated PRC license ID and materials engineer certificate with 3 signatures should be attached. The fourth key personnel is one foreman with 5 years of general experience and 3 years of relevant experience. Note that a valid and updated government issued ID with 3 signatures should be attached. The fifth key personnel is one safety officer with 5 years of general experience and 3 years of relevant experience. Note that a certificate of training issued by DOLE and a valid and updated government issued ID with 3 signatures should be used. The last key personnel is one full-time health personnel. Note that a certificate of training and a valid and updated government issued ID with 3 signatures should be used. All in all, there should be 6 total number of personnel. Other personnel such as the mason, steelman, carpenter, painter, welder, plumber, or electrician should be included or reflected under organizational chart. Contractors' major equipment agreements. The contractor is required to provide proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for equipment owned, lease agreements for equipment to be leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by certificate of availability from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the projects. Proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for equipment pledge must specify and indicate the model or year, capacity, performance or size, plate number, car number or body number, chassis serial number, engine serial number, specific location and condition per Department Order 58 Series of 2012. Contractors' minimum materials testing equipment. Please refer to DEO number 11, Series of 2017 for the minimum material testing equipment. DPWH Procurement Volume 2 Infrastructure Main Guidelines specifically requires the submission of the materials testing equipment as stated in Clause 5.6.2.1 Technical Proposal and Clause 5.6.2.8.4.0 Project Requirements using Form DPWH INFR 15, list of contractors, major construction, and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability. U. Original duly signed omnibus loan statement or OSS, and if applicable, original notarized secretarial certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and who acts to represent the bidder. Financial documents. H. The respective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity at the end of season. Class B. I. If applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement or JVA in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRO in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is accepted. For the financial component envelope, J. Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form and other documentary requirements under RF number 9184. A. Original of duly signed bid answers in the bill of competence. L. Duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with a bid. And M. Cash flow by quarter. Detailed estimates. According to DEO 197, series of 2016, the following items shall not be subjected to OCM and profit. 1. Mobilization and remobilization. 2. Provision of service fee. 3. Permits and fees. For DO 127, series of 2016, the following non-civil works items shall not be subjected to OCM markup: the field laboratory office and quarters with rental basis, furnishing of villages, lab equipment, survey equipment and consumables, assistance to engineers, photographs, health and safety, traffic management, environmental compliance, communication equipment, etc. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. The address for receipt of bids submitted manually is back conference room, 3rd floor, DPWH North Building, Barangay 26, Imo City, Misamis. For electronic submission, electronic bids _Misamis Oriental 1 at DPWH. Bid evaluation. The financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The VAC shall automatically disqualify in the total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. 1. Completeness. No price in required item, non-component, indicating a zero or a dash, due to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable to the OP, shall be considered non-responsive. Arithmetical corrections. Bid prices in figures versus words. Words prevail. Total price versus unit price per item. Unit price per item prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items. Actual sum prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in DOQ. DOQ prevails. Post qualification. Verification of legal requirements. Licenses, certificates, permits, non-inclusion in blacklist. Verification of technical requirements. Key personnel, where minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied. Availability and commitment of major construction equipment and materials or laboratory equipment. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any project, or a negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on ongoing contracts within 7 calendar days and to complete them within 30 calendar days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance within 30 calendar days and complete them within 90 days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and failures. Verification of technical requirements. Substandard quality of work as per contract terms and specifications, or unsatisfactory performance the contractor's obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection. Verification of financial requirements. Bid as proposal and NFC. Contract award. The contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid, or LCRP, as a result of a detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof, in accordance with section 37.2.2 of the 2016 revised RRR of RA 9184. Common reasons for rejection is ineligibility and post-disqualification of bidder. 1. Failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Issuance Commissioner indicated the name of contract, the procuring entity, and the name of contract. 2. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. 3. Overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel. 4. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form. 5. Late submission of bids. 6. Failure to submit supporting documents, such as the certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the contract, if equipment pledge is to be leased or purchased. 7. Negative slippage in the ongoing project, negative 15% or more, or negative 10 in each of the 2 or more ongoing projects. 8. Unsatisfactory C+9 incomplete pages of bid documents. 10. Authority the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. Single proprietor. Signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. Corporation or cooperative, board secretary certificate and board resolution. Joint venture. Joint venture resolution agreement. Partnership, as indicated in the articles of partnership. That is all. Thank you.
Okay, so, before we get so ini, sorry. So, category of 4 for 25 KK, 0071. Major category 4 is roads maintenance. To the category 5. So, the sample of the documents to be supporting documents to be hard and properly done. So, before we are done, any support or discussion para po ito ay already to do it. If one, any workshop for the other one of the previous chapter. Mr. Chair, I move to gradually to distribute campaigns for civil wars and goods and services dated April 22, 2025. Mr. President, Council also required distribute campaigns for civil wars, goods and services